Now, the next point we will talk about is basically what are the different kinds of affiliate options out there. One of the options is basically to just link sharing, right? It's very common called link sharing, where an affiliate would basically use their affiliate link or take their affiliate link and just paste it onto different areas, on Facebook groups, on Telegram groups, on WhatsApp groups, on different websites, and so forth and so forth. It is very low effort, right? But it also has a very low effect, right? Because it is not personalized. So ideally content creators, which is one of the options that we'll speak about, content creators would create content, would maybe even show their face, record a video in their language, whether it's Spanish, English, French, Hebrew, whatever language you're familiar with and whatever market you want to target, then you would create content and show your face or just record and do an unboxing or whatever the case might be. But the link sharing is the lowest amount of effort because you just share a link and that's it. This is something I would not recommend because it's basically just spamming. One of these options, right, or one of these link sharing examples is basically just going to different groups and pasting your link. You see here that you can paste your link. And many times, just for you to understand, when you copy a link, there's something called metadata, right? So when you copy a link, when you're, for example, take any link of any website and you share a link, for example, into WhatsApp, into iMessage, into a messenger, right, or any type of reader that is able to extract the metadata, they usually pull the profile picture of the product, right, and a short description and the title of the product, right? And on many of the sites that you see here, either they upload a photo, right, or they just add the link and then the metadata pulls the rest. This is something I would avoid because you see here you just paste the link and automatically Facebook will pull the image that is related to that product. This is something that I personally would avoid because it's very low effort and it has very low results. In my opinion, the best option would be social media, which is something I would come to in a minute, right? Then one of the other options is basically someone that is a content creator. So they generate content, videos, posts that is related to a specific product or service. In our case, basically products, because we sell products. And they create either videos that you see like that, where in this case, they're called user-generated content, UGC, user-generated content. And this user-generated content is basically unboxing. This user-generated content could be individuals that are not professionals. They're either paid or they just collect a commission. By the way, here I just searched for shampoo. That's why you see shampoo here. And they do basically an unboxing. They create content, how they use it. Maybe it's a shaver and then they shave. Maybe it's nail polish and then they paint their nails. So there's many different options, but in this case, this is user-generated content. But content creators in general could be professionals or not professionals, so individuals that just take their camera and record content. One of this option that you see here is by recording a green screen, right? So this girl right here recorded a green screen. There is an option on TikTok where you can record with your green screen. So, I mean, I'm not going too deep into these topics, but you can just research TikTok green screen or TikTok algorithm, and I'm going to share later some strategies in a different point that I'm going to speak about. But again, there's so many different options on how you can learn how to create content. But at the end of the day, the one that gives you most effort will give you better results. Again, here she was recording on a green screen, right? And the algorithm on the platforms, the social media platforms, in this case, Facebook, right, or TikTok, they like and they love when they use their built-in green screen. Again, they also love when you record with their built-in camera, not with your phone camera and then upload it from the camera roll, but with the camera on your phone, right? And again, everything I mentioned here is kind of self-explanatory and you should know what they mean. And if you don't know what they mean, please type into Google and search what they mean so you understand what is it that I'm talking about. But again, if you use the green screen in this case, the algorithm loves it and it rewards you a lot. I'm going to speak about hashtags. I'm going to speak about the text later, the description on the posts. But this is basically user generated content where you see different kinds of posts related to different topics here. In terms of the green screen, we in the tools and the tools that we will provide for you, we have a lot of content that is available in the cloud. We have, I'm going to talk about it later, where you can download scripts, you can download videos, you can download photos, and you can upload those into the camera screen, right? Using the green screen, in this case, using the camera roll and uploading video or content through the camera roll and then using the green screen is perfectly fine because the algorithm detects that you're using the green screen. But uploading the videos and the photos that we have allows you to not record content, but you already have access to the material. You just have to download it and then create content based on that. And using TikTok green screen is completely free, so you don't have to pay anything. You can record yourself like this and talk about the product and have the product video or the image in the background. Perfectly fine. So and then of course you can do a voiceover. But again, TikTok has a lot of amazing functionalities and on options, and the tools are amazing that you can use. One of the other platforms is Facebook. Instagram, in this case, I searched for shampoo and a hashtag shampoo, as you can see here, and you see different results. You can either create just simple posts, right, and then refer to your link in the bio, right? If you don't know what that means, it's basically, let me pull up an example. So when someone refers to link in bio, it means they have a link in their bio, and usually you can either paste, for example, your affiliate link, right? And you paste your affiliate link into the section, to the shop, and you click on it and it will open the shop. Or another option, what many people are doing, they're using Linktree, for example, is a company that allows you to create some sort of menu within a website. In this case, they don't have it. Let me find one. Actually, we have one, right? So there are many different websites. One of the websites is called Linktree, so that allows you to create some sort of page with different links within this page, so that affiliates, when they're on the mobile phone, their cell phone, they can easily click on it. And in our case, you see here, this is our Linktree page, and then you have different tools that allow you to create different pages. Different links with different buttons to specific things that you want. Again, I would highly recommend you researching that. It's called Linktree, and you can also search for Linktree alternatives or free Linktree alternatives. And then you can generate your own links, and when you create an Instagram account, you can put your link in there and use it that way. But again, many different companies are writing their information in the bio, and when you go to specific posts, right, when you search for specific posts, again, in this case, shampoo, right, you see the different results, and the moment you post and someone sees it and you have a nice description, again, descriptions are very important. When you write descriptions, I'm going to talk about it in the strategy. Make sure that you don't mix topics, right? If you provide a shampoo, an image here, the softwares and the computers of the different platforms, they're amazing. If you talk about shampoo and you upload a shampoo video or have a video of shampoo, they can also describe and listen to what you're saying and read what you're saying. Don't talk about dogs, or don't talk about facial creams. Make sure you stick to what the content is about, and also use the correct hashtags. Don't mix hashtags. Don't talk about 70% of the hashtags should be related to what you post, and 30% could be a broad topic. But when you talk about shampoo, don't write a hashtag related to supercars. Don't do that. You can write 70% of hashtags related to shampoos or shampoo alternatives, the ones that are being searched a lot. When you create your hashtags, you can search them, and then you can add something that is related to it, for example, cosmetics, which is again the broader picture. Or you can talk about affiliate marketing, right? But don't talk about cars, because there's nothing to do with the topic. Okay. Again, this is the entire option of what kind of affiliate or different affiliate options are out there. And yeah, again, I would highly stick to content creators and content creation, and to UGC, so user generated content, rather than just link sharing, because in my opinion, it's something that will not really help you. The more effort you put into it and keep it long time, the more results you will see.